talk about, I was going to talk about something totally different. But why does Bad Bunny matters? And who is Bad Bunny? And there's just something about the name that's cute. That seems rather harmless, you know? Yeah. Guys, did you all watch the Super Bowl halftime? I did not. I watched it the next day because I needed to know who was Bad Bunny, what was everything about. But I was so busy. I was so busy hanging out with those boys, the grands, right? And they kept me busy. And some of you might have seen the lives, the previous lives, where the pancakes didn't turn out the way they should have. And so I had to redeem myself because baking powder and baking soda, two different things. Just with baking soda was not good, but I redeemed myself. So I'm like, yeah. But if those of you, if you've watched the Super Bowl, and I was able to watch it the next day, the performance by Bad Bunny, which I really liked. I liked it. I like the fact that it was very inclusive and just gave me a little feeling of the Caribbean, the islands and so forth. So it was just kind of nice watching that people coming together and why it really matters. So yeah, I think I said why Bad Bunny really matters. He's good for the culture. Is he for the culture? I felt that his performance was very kind, very inclusive. It was exciting. And of course, he shout out all the different countries, the different islands and so forth. And I thought that was nice. And yeah, he did big up Jamaica. So, say, you don't know if he big that up. Definitely. We have Big Bunny side with that. But, you know, and that's what I wanted to talk a little bit about, because I think sometimes too, people spend a lot of time and a lot of energy just trying to say, I am so different. I need to stand out. You know, I'm bit. I hate to say it, but sometimes people will act as if, like, oh, I'm better than you, and what I do is bigger than you, and so I should be. I can't even put it into words because I just think it's so silly. I sometimes feel as if we're being so immature at times, with the name callings and the mean things that are happening. And I rarely see kids, especially if they're under 5, they're going to be whiny, they're going to be kids. But when I watch them sometimes, I think that they seem to be more mature than the actual adults who are. So I just always felt that, hey, how was so far? Okay. What's that, 20,000? Hey, thank you for coming in. Yeah, sitting over here, baby. If you know about Bad Bunny, tell me about Bad Bunny, because listen, yeah, I could be your auntie, your grandma, your mom, whatever it is. But I just thought that what he did was great. I did not understand all of the Spanish, but I loved it because I felt the rhythm. I felt the artistry, the work that stuff that he did. And I thought it was very nice. So yeah, that's why I stopped him for a bit. Hey, my day is going well. How is your day? How is your day going? And if you're here chatting to me, just double tap the screen, say hello, let me know what's up with you, and tell me what you know about Bad Bunny and how long he's been around. And I just started to hear about him the last time that, thank you for the thumbs up. I started to hear about him when they started to talk about the Super Bowl. So that was last year. And, unfortunately, I didn't spend a lot of time looking up his music and so forth. But when asked, I was told that he did a lot of reggaeton. But there's something special about Bad Bunny. I will say that there's something that's special about him. I believe he has a very kind heart. It was really my first time. Maybe I might have seen photos or things like that. I didn't go and do my research, but what I picked up from him, his essence, that's a beautiful thing when people can pick up your essence. You don't even have to speak the same language. You don't even have to speak the same language, but soul. That's what I want to say. And there was something that he said when he looked into the camera. And from what I'm understanding, he was speaking about believing in yourself. Believe in yourself because he believed in himself. And every now and then we need to hear that. Every now and then we need to hear that we need to believe in ourselves. We need to show up even when it seems difficult, even when it seems uncomfortable. Sometimes we want to be motivated. I was listening to something and they were talking about sometimes people feel that they want to be motivated first before they do the work, when in fact you need to start. And the first 15 minutes, so whatever it is that you're doing, it may seem uncomfortable, but spend about 15 minutes, and then after that, you get into the groove, you get into the mode, right, of how things go. Yeah, with back to Bad Bunny. Like I said, I like the name. How can a bunny rabbit be bad, right? But I really liked it. But also too, when I went back in the history of why they call him Bad Bunny, had a lot to do. He was forced to wear some kind of, or he wore a bunny outfit that he didn't like. And he stuck with him, and it was a name supposedly, allegedly, he used online. But I do like him. So, hey, thank you, Sharky. What's going on? Sharky Gamer is in the house. What's up? Yeah, I'm here talking about Bad Bunny. Did you know about Bad Bunny before this? Maybe you guys, you youngins can school me on him, but I just feel that I just feel that he's a very kind person. He seemed to have his heart, his heart is, I'm going to tell you that much. He seemed to be, like I said, a kind soul and very inclusive. I love that about him, and that's something that he chose you know to celebrate with people. And did you see your flag? Did you see your flag? I saw my Jamaican flag. I know, yeah, I saw the Jamaican flag. I also saw the Grenadian flag. I think that was Grenada. Yes, I did see that. And he shout out, a few places, and that was amazing too. So thank you for being here. Dottie McDonald. Hi. How are you? Thank you. What state or what country are you tuning in from? Where are you guys tuning in from? Let me know. Yeah, you can go back to my lives, guys. I was making pancakes. And the one before this recent one was, I made a huge mistake. And so it wasn't great. And I had to redeem myself again. And I can't believe how many people jumped on to watch that live. Missouri. Okay. What is the weather like over there? I prefer not to say sorry. Yeah. Instead of saying sorry, I apologize. I apologize. Yeah. But Missouri, okay, Illinois. Low chance soap splat. Wow, these names. It's okay. Yeah, it's not as cold here. I'm in call it New York City. I'm in the tri-state area, because anytime I could be in the tri-state area. And it was freezing. There's some frozen snow. There's some cars that are still frozen in the snow, and people aren't moving them. So it is what it is. I think about a week ago, I was in New York City. If you guys go and check out in New York, surprise, I was walking through New York City, and there was just so many things on the sidewalk, and people were still living their lives. And that's what I love about it. Is the culture, is the feel of it. Do you live in a community that's diverse? Oh, my camera. Yes, camera is a little laggy. It does that. I apologize. It does that. And I'm wondering, do you guys know how to fix that? It, I did what I did delete a lot of footage, cleared a lot of space, but it is a little laggy and I don't know how to do it. So if you guys know how I can get, or maybe I have to ask ChatGPT how to do that. Because there's something I feel like I need to do until I can upgrade the camera. And so sometimes it makes the information a little bit choppy. Let me see. Hold on there. Yeah, just put it back on. I just put it back on. But that was the thing with the Big lag spike. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I had to go back and put it on Wi-Fi, but I think it's still going to act up. But check out some of the videos. I have a new video that's coming up, guys. Yeah, I have a new video that's coming up, but I don't know how to get rid of the lag. So I don't know, do I need to upgrade my system? Do I need a new phone? Because I see other people do lives and they don't have that issue, but I do. And I don't know how to stop the lag. But thank you, Sharky. Sharky Gamer, what kind of games do you play? Is it that Fortnite thing? Like I know. I don't know. I'm just learning about Bunny. I have an iPhone. Is it 13? Yeah, it's an iPhone. A bit of everything. Yeah. Oh, okay. The only game I used to play was Pac-Man. So Google that. That will tell you how old I am. Yeah, I hear people talk about the games. There's a guy, Chris. Chris, he plays Fortnite and so forth, but I don't know. Yeah, there was Donkey Kong. All right, your research right now. Donkey Kong and Pac-Man. And I used to play the pinball machine, okay? So yeah. They're like, oh my God, she is ancient. Never heard of those things. Well, that's when we used to pull the thing and it go bing. That's a pinball. All you guys are sit there, yeah, and do this, you know. And then years from now, it's going to be so different. It's going to be so different. Who used to remember watching the Jetsons? The Jetsons back in the day, all of those things, Star Trek, and we thought that they were way out of their league, and now you look, and it is regular life. Thank you, Sharky. Sharky said, are the good classics. Yeah. I played originals for Mario. Oh, wow. Yeah, oh my goodness. I wonder if people still have those things and are they considered collector's items? I have albums, vinyl. Just like now it's Bad Bunny and everything else and everybody else. I have old vinyl albums. I have Prince, I have some Culture Club. Oh my gosh. Prince, Culture Club, what is it? Creedence Clearwater. If I tell you the kind of music that I have, it's crazy. We have music, we have blues, we have jazz, we have all types of music, a little rock, it's in there, and reggae definitely. Oh my goodness, different types of music, and I love it. I meant SEGA. What is that? I don't know what that means. Oh, you have an 80s swag. Okay, yeah, the 80s were, listen, the 80s was okay? That was great music. The other day I was listening to some music. See, I know there's some people who are going to come back and listen to this, but they're going to be people who are saying, I was listening to some Pat Benatar. I mean, like, man, there's some songs, one particular song she won't sing anymore, but, oh, swag, yeah. Okay, I get it. But yeah, I like music from the 80s, you know, great music and so forth. But like I said, I'm not going to knock the music that's here now. I'm not knocking Bad Bunny, anything like that. I do like rap. I like old school, the Sugar Hill Gang. Rapper's Delight. If you don't know Rapper's Delight, you got to know Rapper's Delight. You know, the hip, the hop, the hippity hopping, and you don't stop rock, the bang bang boogity, up jump the boogie from the boogie or something to be. Yeah. So yeah, I actually know it. But that's the kind of rap I like. And others were quite interesting too because I love art and music is art. Wait, I think the lag is the location trying near a power line. Wait, I think the lag is the location. Try going near to a power line. Where am I going to find a power line? For real? All right, let's try that. You think if I go to near to a power line, it will be better? Because they're all over the place. Well, you're from Missouri, you should know. All right, let's see. All right, okay, so I can't drive with you guys here, but we're going to do something. Let's try something. I'm just going to go right there. Right there, right there. Hold on. We're gonna go right there, right there, right there. There you go. Hold a second there. Gonna go quiet for a minute. All right, let's see if that worked. All right, guys. I don't know how all of this is going to go, but so I don't know if that worked. I kind of relocated a little bit. I relocated a little bit. But yeah, I just want to say this to wrap things up that we may I think that's what's made this planet so much more interesting. I don't know if there's no more lag. Hold on to sound. Now, or maybe I need to go through the car. I don't know, but I will test these last few minutes and see. But my phone does that all the time. It lags and it just goes on and on and it does that. But my thing is this, I believe we are, and thank you so much if that's what works, but as soon as I get my new phone, I've been saying that for a while, but maybe it'll go away. But I want to say this, that we're all different, and that's what makes it so beautiful. That together we can celebrate the differences, but not be so mean. And I don't want to call anybody names right now. I don't want to call, I'm not going to say anybody's, the color if that's not their original color and stuff like that, all the way around. We just need to be adults and cut it out. Just cut it out. And I just want to, you're not going to be able to live a perfect life. You're not going to be able to live a life that there are no issues and you don't have any problems. Things are going to happen, right? However, I want to spend the majority of my time. And like I said, I don't really get into stuff with people. And there are times I feel uncomfortable, but now I'm at the place in the space. I choose not to be in those circle if I can help it. That's going to make me uncomfortable. If it's family, if it's friends, if it's business, I just don't want to be in places that are going to make me uncomfortable. And so if we have a choice to do that, that's what I am choosing for myself. And so when I see diversity, I celebrate it. I celebrate diversity. We all gone through so much and those before us. And it is a fact. It's just a part of our history. It's not brushing things under the rug, part of our history. And collectively, we've all contribute to this thing here. We've all contributed to the history of this amazing country. And that's just how I believe it, you know? That's just how I believe that we all add something to all of this. So to me, it doesn't really, when you really pull yourself from out of the situation, it just looks silly that, yeah, I guess it's power, absolute power corrupts absolutely. I guess it's a power struggle. But the interesting thing is, once you know in your minds, you keep it in your heart and you know it in the back of your mind that none of this lasts forever. We're not going to be here forever. We're going to all leave this. You can't take it with you. That's the thing. That's the thing about life. That's the thing about life. You can accumulate all of this stuff, but you can't. Can you take it with you? Can you really take it with you? Oh my goodness. Guys, we can accumulate all this, but so why the bad behavior, right? So big up to Bad Bunny. Big up to Bad Bunny. And what did, it was for a moment, for a few minutes, the majority of the people were dancing and felt teary-eyed and just felt happy in the moment. That's what that was about, guys. That's what that is about. Anyway, I have some stuff to do. It's gonna be, the next days are gonna be quite busy, so I need to get going. I'm gonna check and see how it was towards the end, if the phone was still lagging. I am not sure, but I was told if you're still here, somebody can let me know, is it lagging? If not, I'll just watch it on the replay. I'll just, I got to catch up on watching some of the awesome people, the really supportive people. Yeah, it will. It's going to continue doing that. It's going to keep doing that. But thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead and subscribe. Always come on my lives. I will always give you guys a shout out. I will give you a shout out. Let people know, as long as you're a good person. I do not make people ask me, maybe a moderator. No, I have a few. I think only 6 people, and most of them come on my live. But other than that, I really appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. And it was just a little chit chat. I needed to do that. Had a long day. I was on a train ride trying to get a little shut eye. And there was a lady who was so loud. She was just like yelling. And she just let everybody knew that if anybody said anything to her, she would lay hands on them. So your girl said nothing. I was not about to be in any of that kind of drama. Okay? I need somebody throwing me from one side of the train to the next, because she made it very clear that if anybody said anything to her, she would lay hands on them. So everybody just did not say anything on that train for almost, she came on 20 minutes in the ride. So about for 25 to 35 minutes, it was a 45-minute train ride. Yeah, so probably half of the train ride, we just heard all of that. And then I felt like I was getting a headache, but my goodness. But yeah, it is what it is. It's not worth it. So Bad Bunny and everybody else, thank you guys. It's been good. It's been great. I'll see you at another time. All right. Take care now. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the super chat. Come back to one of my lives or videos, drop a heart, and I will stop by and see you. Okay. So that's the way I'm going to remember you, Sharky. You got to come back, and just one of my shorts or something, just say something. I come back, and that's how I always come back. Look for folks, and I'm like, all right, take care.